Welcome back, everyone. When we begin this motion, I've just written a short article on why this stuff works. And if you're interested in that, you can write to me at that email address, and I will send you an explanation of what's actually happening inside your body when you do this. It's very cool. Our hearts pump 100% of our blood out, but they do not pump 100% of our blood back in. And physical motion of any kind helps the blood return to the heart. Arteries go down in our bodies and they're just hollow tubes and the blood goes down. But veins bring the blood back up. And the reason they do that is because they have valves in them. They're little flapper valves. And so when the blood starts to be drawn back up toward the heart, it goes a little way up the artery, and then the flapper valve closes because of the weight of the blood. When your heart beats, it pushes blood down, and then that fluid dynamic, that fluid pressure pushes the blood back up, and that's how the blood is returned to your heart. And when you flex a muscle, you activate that pump. Well, it does it all the time, but you really sort of hyper activate that up pumping action in the veins. So the blood that's stuck down in your feet, people have swelling in their ankles. They call that edema. This blood is different fluids in your body. But the pumping action of the muscles brings the blood back up. And then it's refreshed through all the mechanisms inside your body. So the simple act, the simple movement of shifting your weight back and forth helps your heart enormously, and it brings the blood from the places that it's stuck. In the Chinese cosmology, they call it stagnant qi. And qi, in the West, we think of qi as being this ubiquitous universal energy, which it is on one level of the philosophy. But in the practice, qi is blood. If you eat a bad meal that kind of upsets your stomach, then you ate bad qi. That's the way the system looks at it. And the air you breathe, the way you breathe it, the air itself is qi, and the way your body processes the oxygen-nitrogen mix and the carbon dioxide cleaning and transfer within the cells themselves is your body processing qi. So qi, gong, is literally gong in the context of Mandarin. Gong is work. So this works the qi of your body. And you'll notice that my hands are waving back and forth. My arms and my hands are very relaxed. And when you go about this tempo, your heart adjusts to this beat. And it's a beautiful fluid dynamic system that you have. And it brings the correct blood chemistry, the gases in the blood, to all of the cells in the appropriate manner. So the next tier of what we practice here is balance. So as we're moving this way, I'd like you to slow down with me a little bit. And this will actually slow your heart down. I get to a point in my movement side to side, as you do, that you have a potential balance point. So let's do a little experiment. Shift your weight to your red side. And this is right and left, but some people's screens, flip the image, so it's hard to follow. That's why I use red and blue. If I lift my blue heel up, my inner ear and all the mechanisms of balance are finding where my center is. So hypothetically, I could lift my foot up and stay stable on this leg, and then shift it back. So that is a balance point on the red side where all of your weight is aligned. Then you find your left side and you test it, lift that heel up, jiggle yourself up and down so you can relax a little bit. And your sympathetic and your parasympathetic nervous systems are saying, what are you doing here? And one side is saying, you're going to fall down, you're going to fall down. And the other side is saying, just relax, you're okay. And so we're adjusting the way our brain and our psyche understand what we're practicing. And as we're in winter, it's very important to understand your balance a little bit better so you don't fall down when you slip on the ice. And sadly, I get this test all the time when I go outside, especially when it's icy. More than a dozen times every year, I step on some ice and my foot goes out from under me. But because my inner psyche and my body understands where my balance points are, typically what happens is if I'm stepping with my foot and it slips, I haven't committed to that point. And so I don't fall down. I haven't fallen down and I haven't slipped and fallen down on the ice in a couple of decades. It's very good. But we want to shift that fluid flow in our bodies in such a way that it exercises the arteries and the veins. So going side to side, we have momentum. And our arteries and our veins are swelling and contracting in this direction. Now, bring your blue foot in and step it forward. And now the fluid dynamic in your body has shifted. And so your weight is going forward. And of course, if your foot wasn't there, you'd fall down. But you're training your brain to understand what's happening. And so you get to here, and then you come back and find your balance point, bring your foot back in, and then slide it to the rear, and then commit. So it's that order. And it all happens in real life. It happens very quickly because you're walking. And now my intention is to go backwards. So you can see that I'm sort of pushing myself backwards. And if you're really relaxed in your hands and your arms, you can feel your hands kind of swell a little bit. That sensation in your palms, particularly. You have an enormous amount of sensory nerves in your palms, in your feet, and in your head. And that is how the body gauges whether or not it's safe. And when you're safe, you can relax. So let's bring this back to neutral. The blue comes forward. We shift left, right, red, blue. And we're going to do that parabolic shift of our feet and our balance and very intentionally noticing where these points are. So bring your blue foot in and go forward. And we count 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to transition in one smooth motion. The foot comes in and goes back. And we go 3, 2, 1. Forward. 3, 2, 1. Backwards. 3, 2, 1. Forward. 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. Now come back to neutral. So center and then out. It's such a simple move, but it has such an incredibly dynamic impact on the way you balance your body when you're moving in your life. Now bring the red foot in and let's go forward. 3, 2, 1. Come into your other foot and go back. 3, 2, 1. Forward. 3, 2, 1. Backward. 3, 2, 1. One more time. 3, 2, 1. And one more time backward. 3, 2, 1. Come back to neutral and go back out to the side. And you've really just done an amazing job of practicing your balance. Now go ahead and slow that down a little bit and come to a pause and feel the floor under your feet. Shift a little bit and feel the weight change in your body. Release it. Come back to the side and release it. And when you walk, this process, we practice slow in order to move fast. And fast in this case is walking. So all the information you just gave your inner body and your balance mechanisms is encoded into your everyday complete set of movements, no matter what you do. And you do this for a while and your balance just gets better and better and better. All right, now inhale here, breathe in about 20% of your capacity. So if I take a big deep breath, that's 100%. And as I let it out, when I'm out of air in my lungs, I release. So inhale now 20% of that capacity. and exhale slowly 100% of the air you took in. And when you're out, release. Shake your legs a little bit to make sure they're soft. Breathe in, out, 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 out. Release. In, out, 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 out. Release. In, out, 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 out. And release. Now take your red hand and come up your center and go over your head. Did you notice I shifted to the blue side? When your hand's up here, shift to the red, bring it down. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, out, 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 out. Release. In, out, 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 out. Release. In, out, 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 out. Release. Now do the blue side. In, find your balance. Out, 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 out. Release. In, out, 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 out. Release. Now, what happens to your blood when your arm is up? If you said it runs down back into your body, you're correct. So you're really sort of squeegeeing the veins and arteries in your arm. And now let's do both hands. We're out here. We come down and release. In, as you exhale, and then release. In, out, out, and release. Very good. Now take the red hand alone and reach out to your side. Now you'll notice I'm way over on my red leg, so my balance is here. You come down and release. Little inhale. Big exhale. Release. In, out. Start the blue. In, out, 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 out. Release. So the slow movement, I went up a little high on that one. The slow movement allows the blood to fill your arm here and to leave your arm here. Now, the synovial fluid, which is the juice in your body that lubricates all your joints, is following the pattern of the blood. All right, now let's change the orientation relative to the gravity of the earth. You come around your side, come in your back about where your kidney is and push through. And so now the heart is working in a slightly different way. The blood is moving in a slightly different way because your relationship to gravity is the same throughout this motion. So different parts of the inside of your body are being affected, but your heart is getting help. Come through this time and release it. Now, as you're about to release it, bring the blue around and go through and out. And every time you get to the apex of this movement side to side, you find that balance point. So right here, I could say, oh, I'm balanced on that foot. When I come through here, oh, I'm balanced there. And it shifts back and forth. And this is all being encoded into your brain and your system for balance. It's the proprioceptive system is one for balance. All right, now let's reverse this. Go backward and come around. And this change in movement changes the relationship of the function of the arteries and veins. And your brain is registering a new angle where you want to be balanced. Now let's go to the red. come through. And don't worry about in, out right now. Just breathe normally. And the system works for you all the time internally. All right, now let's double this up. We started with 2 hands. We did 2 hands. Now we're going to do 2 hands here. So bring your hands to your kidneys. And in turtle, we fold. So as you come through, bend your knees and stand up straight. Come around, fold, and come through. Fold, and come through. So in this system, we're either moving side to side or we're moving front to back or back to front. That's why we fold on this one. Whenever you do 2 hands at the same time doing the same thing, folding becomes part of the process. Now let's come down here, release it all, and go from the front, go through to the back. Bend the knees, come up, and let's release that. Come through the front. You can build a release in anywhere you want to. Just let go. Come in the front, out the back, come around, release, in the front, out the back, and release. Now, a variation on this theme. We started with our feet coming in and we did this parabolic curve with our leg. Bring your blue foot forward and let's do the same exercise. We'll come around, but now instead of going straight forward, we're going to go at a 45-degree angle that matches the leg that's in front. So here we go. Go to your kidneys, sit back, come forward, come back, come forward. So forward here, let that back heel come off the floor a little bit. Here, you can let that toe on your blue foot come up and then commit to the foot. Now release that foot and come through. And let's reverse direction. Go back. And you'll notice from this angle, you can see my body turning, folding a little bit at the waist. Good. Now release it all when we come around this time. Bring your foot back to neutral. And bring the red foot forward. And go out on a 45-degree angle relative to your red leg. Push. Let the rear heel come off the floor when you push forward. Let the front toe come off the floor a little bit when you go back. Let's reverse direction. Go back. Now, as we're doing this, in your mind, in your imagination, visualize what's your shoulder doing? What's your elbow doing? What's your wrist doing? You can feel the shoulder capsule rotating and rolling here. The shoulders and the hips are ball joints. Now let's release that and bring the foot back. And a ball joint means that you've got the top of the bone is meeting a cup of the next bone. When you just walk, your hip goes forward and backward. But when you turn your body, the whole thing rotates inside of itself. So all the tissues inside these major joints are being given a more three-dimensional idea of movement. Okay, take a breath, clear it out, exhale, and release. Inhale, exhale, and release. One more time. Inhale, exhale, and release. And as I said earlier, slow practice becomes faster life. So my release, let's do it one more time, can be very visible. I can just drop everything. Or as I practice, you release and then instantly go. So at the bottom of this rotation, right here, I completely let go, but then continue on. It's sort of like just taking your arm and spinning it around this way. Okay, now we're going to work our joints from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet. So here's where we say yes. And the yes is just a yes, up and down. And I like to extend my neck and open up the inside of my spinal column. When my head is back, the inside of the vertebrae is opening up like a clamshell. When I come down on the S, the rear of my spinal column is opening up like a clamshell. Go up and down. Now, with your nose forward, we say no. What's happening here? So the atlas vertebrae, which is the top one, is C1, cervical vertebrae number 1, right at the bottom of your skull, and the vertebrae right underneath it, the axis vertebrae, C2, they turn on top of each other like this. And so no here is lubricating the relationship of those two primary vertebrae in the way you can move your head. Now we come back to center. And I like to use this picture. I have these two sticks. We just moved on that straight up and down, left, right, XY axis. Now we're going to tip this. So bring your head over and now say yes. You're actually moving your head on a diagonal but vertical orientation. And the open side of your neck is opening like a clamshell. Okay, now say no. So the axis and the atlas vertebrae now are working on a diagonal angle, which changes their relationship to your skull. And of course, C3 through C7 in your neck. And the synovial fluid that greases everything up is happy. It's sliding in there and your vertebrae are happy. They're just like, oh, this feels good. Now bring your head back to neutral and then go to the other side and say yes here on this angle. And then say no on this angle. All right, now bring your head back to neutral. I'll get rid of the sticks and let's do half circles. So here we're integrating the x-axis, the y-axis, the vertical and the horizontal through a curve. And so all the places that got missed by doing yes and no are now getting attention. And the joints in your neck are discovering that this curved motion, this parabolic motion, just like with your feet, is working different aspects of those 7 upper vertebrae. Now let's go all the way around. Big circle. And let your body turn underneath your head. Now, if you shift your weight a little bit side to side, you can feel the pressure change at the bottom of your feet. And what that indicates is that every joint in your body is moving in concert with the one right next to it. Now reverse that circle. There's a saying in the classic books on Taichi that for the master, the weight of a mosquito landing on their shoulder is enough to move the entire body. So the meaning in there is that it's very subtle. Reverse direction. Very good. I'm going to put my sticks down now. And now we go to the next level down. Okay, we did our neck. And that is a huge balance thing we just did too, because your inner ear, the eustachian tubes and the fluid inside there was sloshing around and saying, well, where's my center? So find your center and now roll your shoulders. This motion is not about your shoulders. This motion is about the way your back works. It's about the way your shoulder blades, the scapula, slide around on your ribs. So the relationship of your rib cage to your shoulder blades is enhanced. And this is great for relaxing your neck, and this is a great panacea for headaches. And because both arms are moving simultaneously, I'll turn sideways. I'm folding and coming up. And this is a primary principle in the turtle system. Now let's reverse direction. So we go down, come up, and go back. Open your back. Now open your chest. open your back. So the muscles, your pectoral muscles, everything going around the sternum, they're breathing blood because they're in motion. The tendons are breathing blood. Doctors will tell you it's very difficult and takes a long time to heal your tendons. Well, this accelerates the healing of anything muscular, anything tendon related. And you're pulling your nerves a little bit. Nerves do not stretch very well. Of all the soft stuff in your body, the nerves are, relatively speaking, they're quite rigid. But this massages the nerves in your entire body, but particularly your upper body, taking pressure off of them from muscles that are too tight. Now let's transition to our elbows. The same idea. Now my mind, my focus is on the tips of my elbows. All right. And now let's reverse that. My hands are relaxed. Good. Okay, now let's go to the wrists. So I like to start this with interlacing your fingers and just roll your wrist. And then point your index finger, which changes the tendon muscle relationship in your hands and your lower arms. And then when you put your pinkies together, you're adding in a different tendon tension on the lower part of your forearm. And when you add in the thumbs, it's another layer. Now let's remove the index from the equation. So we have this. Remove the pinkies from the equation. Now we have our thumbs together. And now release the thumbs. And you're probably feeling like you're getting a decent workout here. It's because the blood is coming in and moving around and opening things up. It's good. So this motion here, pardon me, screw in the light bulbs. You can screw in light bulbs here, and you can screw in light bulbs out there. And the muscle tendon bone relationships change with the distance that you're reaching. Now go out to the sides, come in, go out to the sides, come down, go up the middle, all the way around, go the other way. Now face your palms at each other. Bring the red hand up. Where's there more blood? That's my question. Right now, there's more blood in my blue hand because my red hand is higher. Okay. Shift them, come back, and now rub it out, shake them off. And now we've worked really all of our joints, but we've really kind of focused on this. Now we're going to go to our hips. So bring your feet together and rotate your hips. Now, one thing I want you to have you notice, if you look at my head, the top of my head, called the bai hui in Chinese, is a relatively stable point. And everything is moving under the top of my head. So let's reverse direction on that. Tuck your pelvis a little forward, then stick your bottom out in the back and tuck forward and a little bit back. So your lower back is being impacted by this. So this is, again, it's good for your hips, but it's great for your lower back. So if I show you from the side, I'm tipping forward. When I go back, I kind of stick my bottom out and tip it forward and come around. Reverse direction. Awesome for lower back pain. I've worked with people that have osteoporosis. I've worked with people that have osteopenia. I've worked with people that have what's called Arnold Chiari, which is a fairly serious brain thing. But this movement here is very good because this movement helps the cerebral spinal fluid come up your spine and into your skull to literally wash your brain. Reverse that direction. Good. All right. The hips are happy. Now let's go to our knees. So our feet are once again still together, and I'm just going to turn them. And my hands are above my kneecaps, and as I'm doing this, I'm gently massaging around the sides of my kneecap with my thumbs and my index and middle fingers. Reverse that direction, circle, circle. All right, we'll change the fluid dynamics again. Now bring your knees straight forward, open them, and go back and close them in the back. Come forward and open and close in the back. So from the side, it looks like this. I'll go forward and come back. And you notice my legs are straight, but I'm bent over. My knees are no longer afraid. My brain, that sympathetic nervous system is saying, why are you doing this? You're going to break your own legs. The knees are supposed to float. And when you invite them to float with your legs straight back, you can actually wiggle them back and forth. Now let's reverse that direction. Close in front and go back. Close in front and your back, open to the sides, and close in front and go back. One more time. Go back. Okay. Now, put your red foot a little bit forward and put your weight on your blue leg. Totally relax the red leg and grab your kneecap and shake it back and forth. The kneecap, the patella, is a bone that's supposed to float. It's got 5 real major tendons attaching to the top and not much going on in the bottom. So when you relax your leg, you can really shake the kneecap. Now do left, right, up, down, circle, 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 both directions. And then gently put your fingertips under your kneecap and elevate it. Just kind of squeeze the kneecap and lift it up a little bit. Twist it like a doorknob. And then massage it a little bit and gently put your weight back on the red leg. And now your knee's in awesome shape. So bring that red foot back in, bring the blue foot forward. Relax the blue leg, sit on the red leg, and shake back and forth. All right, and then up and down, circle, circle, circle. Elevate the kneecap, twist it a little bit like a doorknob. Massage the area around it. And then put your weight gently back on the blue side. All right. Now this next one, we call it heel toe. Take your red foot. I'm going to use my hands. They're analogous to my feet. I'm going to turn my red foot out. And that puts a little bit of torque on your knee. It also rotates your hip bone. And it flexes your ankle. Now bring it back to center and bring it in so your knees are together. And then forward and out. And forward and in. And sit down. Make sure your kneecaps are coming together a little bit. And one more time out. One more time in. And back to here. All right. Bring the blue foot in. The blue foot out. And in. We're doing the hokey pokey. The blue comes in. The blue goes out. The blue comes in. And you shake it all about. And we did the hokey pokey. Inhale. I'm compelled to give you bad jokes every now and then. And release. All right. So this one is huge. This next one, we're down to our ankles now. Roll your red foot out onto the edge of your foot. So my hands are my feet. I'm out on my red edge of my foot. The ankle is designed to do this. We walk around all day on cement, on flat floors, and we forget, our body forgets that the ankle is supposed to be soft and flexible. Now bring it back in. I take the blue foot out and bring it back in. And the red foot out and bring it back in. And the blue foot out and bring it back in. One more time red. And one more time blue. Okay, good. And relax those and just shake them off a little bit. Now, turtle exercise has a lot of movements. I wanted to focus a little bit on one of the last 2 movements today. And it involves everything we just did in a unified sequence. So bring your hands to the front. Bring them into your chest. Push out to the sides. My fingers are facing forward. Rotate them all the way around so your palms are up. And then release them. And let go. Now, float them out to the sides. Hold your body. And drop your elbows and wrists and come down. And release. Now float up. Your hands are very soft. Now open your hands gradually, but get them quite big. Reach out. Open, 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 open. And when you get out here, relax your hands, and float back and push down. So let's do that a couple of times. We start out front, come in, fold your body, push out to the sides, bend your knees, rotate your hands, stand up, and relax. Roll the shoulder, elbow, wrist out, folding your knees back. Bend your knees, relax your hands, come down, and release. Float up, fold, bend the knees, push out, reach, big hands, relax your hands, and let them come down. Okay? I'll do it from the back. Someone asked me for a view from the back. When you come around the front, come into your chest, push out the sides and fold your body. Bend your knees, rotate your hands, stand up, and slowly drop your arms. Fold your body, roll forward, shoulder, elbow, wrist, bend the knees, and slowly let your hands come down. Float your hands up, fold your body, bend your knees and push forward. Open your hands as big as you can, reach as long as you can, and then release and feel your body relax and be heavy. One more time from the front. Come around the front, come in, folding, push out to the sides, knees come forward, rotate your hands, palms up, stand up, let your arms hang. Roll your shoulders forward. Let your elbows come next. Let your wrists come last. Bend your knees. Come up and relax. Float your hands, fold your body, bend your knees and push out. Big hands, big, reach. Just feel that there's really tension in your hands, and then release it. And come back down. One more time, and then we'll start to close out. Come around the center, folding, push out, knees forward, rotate, stand up, relax, fold and roll, shoulder, elbow, wrist, bend the knees and come up, drop the hands, float, fold, knees and push, reach, and relax. Good. Take a breath in, exhale, and release. Excellent job. Now we tap. Tapping is good because our bones, and actually every cell in our body, has the substance itself creates an electrical charge when you tap it. So by doing this, you're creating an electrical connection in your body. Come down to your third eye, over your eyebrow, to the corners of your eyes, underneath, right where your pupils are, if you're looking straight forward, on the top, on the ridge of your eye socket on the top. Come over your cheek, down below the cheekbone, tapping. Come out the edges of the lower side of the cheekbone up to your temples. Come down your jawline and tap right under your nose. And then go to the tip of your chin. And for those of you that like the philosophy of this, now we unite our five energies, okay? We bring our fingertips together. We call this a chicken beak in karate. And tap your neck under your ear. I go back all the way to here. Your gallbladder meridian comes up under the back of your skull here. So you're tapping that meridian. All these tendons and nerves. Work your way down. Do the other side. Work your way around, all around. Good. And now come down above on this muscle up here. And that divot in there, you're filled with lymph nodes here. So you're actually exciting all your lymph nodes. Now tap up and down your collarbone, because this electrical charge I mentioned is actually inviting greater bone density. And of all the bones in your body, the collarbone is extremely important because it keeps your chest open. If you break your collarbone, your shoulder goes like this. So you're creating bone density in the collarbone itself. Go to this collarbone. Let's go above here. Sorry. Down to your lymph nodes. They're all through here. They're all over the place. Hundreds of them. Up and down that collarbone. Okay. Back over here. The pectoral muscle. Stick your arm out and go right to the crease of your arm. Your lung meridian starts here. So this is actually good for your lungs. Come under your armpit, right in the armpit. It's a direct superhighway to your heart. Come down your side a little bit. Come under the breast, over to the bottom of the sternum. All right, this side, the top upper pectoral muscle. The lung meridian on this side. Direct line to your heart on this side. Down your ribs, under the breast area, and tap. Now tap the whole sternum. Good. And now we squeegee everything out. So take your fingers and massage out your forehead, across your eyes, under your eyes, okay, down your nose, from the temples down. The trigeminal nerve, which is, people have trigeminal neuralgia. The trigeminal nerve comes out above your ear, and there are branches of nerves that go over your forehead, under your eyes, and down your cheekbone. Right? So just massage all that. Massage down your neck. Down your neck. And now make this rather rigid hand, okay? And you rake down from above your collarbone all the way down. You're hitting all these lymph nodes right here. This is a lymphedema massage. Come down across the top of the breast, over here, under the arm and down and in, under this arm and down and in, and now across the entire breast. And this is, my hand is fairly rigid. I want to really compress and release the glands all through here. This side. Okay. And now cup your hands. And just tap, pat the whole area. Okay. Shake it off. And now we're going to tap our heels. And we sing when we do this. And the reason we sing, this is sound healing. Your body has a resonance. And so the vowels of English, A, E, I, O, U, are contained in the words, oh, say, can you see? So that's why I use this song. We tap our heels and begin to jiggle our entire body. Now that jiggling is not going to make it really past our upper chest if we don't do anything with our voice. So to make it come all the way to the top of our heads, we sing. So here we go. Deep breath. Oh, say, can you see? Good. That feels good, doesn't it? Inhale, exhale, and release. Inhale, exhale, and release. We have 2 fire meridians in our body, the heart and the pericardium. So imagine that your head is fire. Lower that fire energy down through your head, through your chest, down your hips, down your legs, and into the ground, and release it. Inhale. Visualize water that's hot up here and just lowering it down, lowering the temperature, bringing it down through your abdomen, and down your legs, and into the ground. One more time. Inhale. Gather the idea of fire, bring it down through and out of your head, cooling it off, making from steam to water, runs down your legs and into the earth. Very good job. One more breath. And release. And I bring my feet together and I stick my right fist out here and my left palm out here. I come in, I bow to you. And I thank you for joining me. I appreciate your being here. And I'll see you next time.